Hey guys, shooting in my office today because it's kind of a lazy day. It's like midnight, after midnight. Dog's put away, dog's going to sleep, my wife's going to bed. Got real estate meetings in the morning. Got a Jeep to fix. Got weather coming. And I want to get one of these out before all that stuff takes over my life entirely. So I'm not a big guy on resolutions, right? Beginning of the year comes, I don't think I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to do this year. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it when I need to do it. When the time comes up that I figure out, oh, I need to do this thing, I'm going to figure out how to do it and get around and start doing it. Or I'm not. I might procrastinate on it, but I'm not going to put it off and wait until a crazy date, a date change. But 10 years ago, when it was 2010, I said something stupid publicly. I said, I'm going to make 10 movies in 2010. And I kind of pulled it off. I mean, I was a producer on some, and I actually was, me on others, the full filmmakers thing, producer, writer, director. And with all that done, I managed to have my name on 10 movies. So 2020 came, I said, I'm going to set a goal for myself. It's not a resolution. It might not happen. But the idea is to try and make 20 video projects in 2020. This doesn't count. This is just vlogging. I can do 20 of these in 20 days, no problem, because it's this. But, storied, written, not documentary, not vlogging, but not necessarily feature length, 20 projects. I am putting a little bit of a thing on myself where, like, if I do a web series, most of my web series are between 6 and 10 episodes. They're only like a minute to 10 minutes each, depending on, whatever. If it's a 10-minute episode, I'm going to go ahead and count that as a video project. But anything under, 2 minutes, I'm going to need to do all 6 episodes for this season for it to be a project. Because then it's kind of like a 12-minute short film, right? So this is Space Force is coming back. We've got the first script for that written. I'm hoping to bring back The Simplest Things. And Johnny Pitchman has got a bit of a story curve to it, but I need a lot of actors for it. But so the thing is, this 20 and 20, part of the idea is to build my local network again, because I've got Brewer Welch moved away, who was one of my friends from Florida who came here, who I did most of my work with, and other people have been flying in from California, and I have people driving down from Michigan, and it's really difficult to get a feature together when you got to bring all these people, Texas, all these different states together. If any of them want to come in for the 2020, they're welcome to. Give me a call. We'll write something. We'll have it done. And that's the thing. I'm writing from my resources, not necessarily bringing resources in to produce things I've written. Right? So a while ago, I got all the stock footage of like scuba divers and underwater stuff, and I've got spaceships that actually made very good submarines if I decide to do them that way. So I'm going to do an underwater adventure. I've been wanting to do a Western for a long time. I've got cowboy hats, I've got holsters, I've got guns. So we're probably going to try and do some kind of Western. We're going to do a lot of monster stuff, because a lot of the stuff I have is monster stuff. There's going to be a lot of rubber suits, a lot of puppets, a lot of things that I've bought that on spec that I wanted to use are going to get used. That's the point. Part of it is, too, I need to clean my house out, and until I use this stuff, I really don't like to give it up. I don't want to give it away. I've had a plan for it for a long time, and I want to use it. Other stuff is just coming out, things we have used, but we're made use of again. So like Biggie Wiggy, the first one we did this year, the 2 cast members who were in that were actually cast for Chick in a Box, which we're still trying to schedule and shoot, which was supposed to be our Christmas thing. We're having a little bit of trouble getting our actors and our makeup in the same building at the same time when that building's not earning me money, because it's my rental unit. Another thing I did was I wrote something to have an actress come in who could only work weekends, and that place is usually rented on the weekends, so I specifically wrote it to take place in my house, and I wrote a bunch of props in that I already had, and we're having trouble scheduling that still. So now I'm going to write something else. I got to write something else. I got to write something else. So I'm writing 2 resources, but sometimes the resources aren't meshing time-wise with my locations and stuff. But the main thing is, I've got one feature I want to do at the end of the year that also I already have all the stuff for. Well, except one paper mache thing I'm going to make. I've got most of the stuff for. And until we get... So what I'm hoping to do is build with the shorts, a group of people who like to work, who I like to work with, who want to keep coming back and doing more, and who are, reliable, and want to do the work for the work, because the shorts aren't paying a whole lot. But when we get to the end of the line and we have that feature ready to go, I want to have a nice, solid base of people to work with, makeup and maybe some crew. I'm still doing everything myself, and and a good cast. And casts are what I need to do. And then the other thing is, I just lost my mind. Right, I'm trying to keep up with the real estate stuff. I've got classes to do. Those are taking up 2 days a week right now for the next 6 or 8 weeks. It's winter, so the Jeeps are constantly giving me problems, but they got to be working. And we adopted. If you haven't seen the video on YouTube, I went to Connecticut and we adopted a new dog, and he's deaf and has skin issues, and he's the greatest dog in the world. And Chai loves him. They don't always get along, but she loves him. She now takes him for walks, literally out in the yard. He'll go out and follow her around the yard, and it's great. But he takes up a good bit of time of mine and his. So we're trying to organize all that and get these 20 movies done. But the main thing is, hopefully when we get to that feature at the end of the year, we'll have a solid base to work from. Right? We'll know what everybody's strengths are, we'll know what everybody's weaknesses are, and I've got the story for this figured out. I've got the monster for this figured out. I've got a lot of the effects for this movie figured out. But the main thing is, writing the characters now. I'll be able to write them to these to these new actors' strengths. So then, if you are following me on YouTube, you already have seen Biggie Wiki. If you're following me on Facebook, you've already seen it. If you want to see anything, if you want to see these videos, if you want to see the reviews, I've been keeping up with reviews pretty well in the blogs. If you want to find links to Cult Goddess Magazine's blog, any of that. Hocus Focus Productions, my company's name, .com. Just go there. The new movie, as we do them, will be on the front page of the website whenever possible. We're entering them in film festivals as we go, as we make them, which festivals we think they'll fit, which festivals are free. If anybody wants to screen shorts, if you've got a charitable organization and you need to raise some money, contact us. We will give you the shorts to screen. We'll give you permission, show them off, let us know what the charity is. We want to make sure it's something we support, So basically, if it's a charity that's supporting things that are illegal or immoral, we probably aren't going to want to give you our movie. We're big on animal charities. We're big on water charities and stuff like that. And I'm getting ready to sign a deal for Jack vs. Lanterns. Until it's finalized, I don't want to mention the company's name. But I found a distribution company that is willing to run with it, and I've seen other stuff they've distributed, and I feel like I'll be in really good company, which is nice. If you haven't watched our stuff on Midnight Pulp, go on over there, because I also, Midnight Pulp DMR, Digital Media Rights, has Midnight Pulp and UU as channels, and I've been watching this series that they also handle, and it's like one of my favorite shows. And they're right now hosting Lumber vs. Jack and Stop Dead and Shelter. I don't know if they have Onyx Origins. I think they do. Both Alien Vengeance movies. So they've kind of been picking up the slack from Amazon for us. And it's been great. But it'd be great if even more people watched it. So, that's it. I'll probably do a couple of these rambly catch-up videos when I have time. Wanted to do this one because I just did my evil stripes in my beard. And I wanted to get them on camera before the hair grew out and then again. So, yeah, being honest. So I need to shoot one more thing before the end of this month. And right now all I've got is a script for a 1-minute episode, which technically won't count as a 20 and 20. If they continue to be this difficult to do, at the end of the year I might say, hey, I did 6 episodes of this. That's 6. Instead of calling it 1 for the season. Because I thought it would be easy, but it's not that easy. Even when it's just me, it's not that easy. So I'll be playing 2 characters in that first episode. I'm probably going to do one of the underwater shorts with just me as a character. And creatures. And then I'm planning on doing 2 underwater shorts, and I got to decide which one is with. Tentacled Monsters won that. Oh, by the way, we have a new Facebook page. I'll try to remember to put the links in here. It's called Here Be Monsters. And it's taken all the stuff from Jack vs. Lanterns, because for some reason, Facebook nixed that page. Don't know why. So all the Jack vs. Lanterns stuff lives there now. And a bunch of my other monster movies, Alien Vengeance, Hey Doll. If a creature's in it, it's there. We're also showing off other people's movies. We're connecting to the reviews there. But the main thing is I do polls there for which monster you want to see in the movie next. So like for Biggie Wiggy, people voted for little monsters. They would rather see little monsters running around torturing people than big ones. And so our giant spider wound up being about that big, about 8 inches. Where I also had a 4-foot spider head and stop motion spider. We could have gone with like a big, 20-foot long spider. So since Little Monster won, that's what we went with. Tentacled Monster won for the sea monster thing over Bipedal Fishman. I'm probably going to do both because I've already got the Fishman suit, as you guys know. But I've also got tentacles. But we're doing them in order. So if the vote wins for a specific kind of monster, we're going to do that one first, which means it's definitely more likely to fall in line and get done. Whereas the secondary monster that I'm planning on doing is going to get pushed back to the second half of the year, and I'm still going to need steam going and to have actors willing to work with me and places willing to let me shoot there, et cetera, et cetera. If you're in Asheville, Hendersonville, Western North Carolina, anywhere that is willing to come to this area, or you have a location here you want to let us use, or you have props, vehicles, backgrounds, whatever that you want to let us use, music. If you're talent, if you're crew, if you're anything, and you want to help out, get in touch with me. We will find you something to do. You will get experience. All right, so we'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye-bye.